All right, here we go. It's Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Welcome to the Ask Jason Questions series. So good to have you guys. So what we do every week is we answer questions about firm growth. Why? Because growth is tricky, and figuring out growth in a service-based company is tricky. Scaling a company with a team, that's all tricky stuff. So we answer cool questions. So before I answer it, I'm going to tell you some cool stuff. But here's the question. It says from Michael. Michael, thanks for sending in this question. It says, how does your firm deal with clients who are always hard to reach? They miss scheduled calls and don't respond to emails. Wow, we're dealing with that right now. So we'll answer that question. And it's probably something we all deal with. But I want to tell you guys something cool that you need to send a question in to us at info@thriveal.com. So just go to info@thriveal.com, or if you leave a comment wherever you're seeing this video and post a question, and we can get in touch with you, we're going to send you some Thriveal swag, some cool Thriveal swag. So that'll be a thank you for sending in a question. So let us know if you want to send a question, and we'll send you some swag. And I also want to tell you something cool. Next Monday's Facebook Live, 2 p.m. Eastern, I get to hang out with Karen Rayburn. She leads the Profitable Firm, and they do marketing, website, branding for accounting firms. And we're going to be talking about marketing, how to do it. So it'll be a longer Facebook Live next week, and that's going to be super cool when we do that. And so what else? Okay, we got a few seats left for our incubator. If you go to thriveal.com/incubator, there's like 2 or 3 seats left. That's coming September 20th through the 22nd. That is going to be freaking awesome. So you don't want to miss that. We've got entrepreneurs flying from all over the country, September 20th through 22nd. My partner and I, Julie, are going to just spend intimate time helping people for 2.5 days, 2.5 days, figure out their own firm growth. Why? Because growth is tricky, and figuring it out, it takes some time to be with people that are going through the journey. So don't forget the incubator. We also have about 34 tickets left for Deeper Weekend, our conference. That comes the last week of October. October 24th through 26th, I think, is the date. You want to go to dw.thriveal.com. We've got some special cool discounts coming up for that. It's going to be super cool. So, okay, that's all the things I wanted to tell you. Now let's answer the question. Okay, so Michael sent in a question. He said, how does your firm deal with clients who are always hard to reach, miss scheduled calls, and don't respond to emails? So that's pretty tricky. If we get into a relationship with a client like that, we actually cannot serve them. So we actually can't do the things they need. We have a client we're separating with right now that has gotten into that situation. But what that is an onboarding expectation situation. That's what that means. It means what you do to figure that out is you probably can't address that and fix it in the middle of a relationship with a client. Most of the time they're going to be who they are. They're busy. You may not be a priority, so they never set you up as a priority, so they may not respond to you. So that's going to be hard to fix that relationship. I'm not saying you fire that client, but you may have to fire that client. But that's really an onboarding expectation. So before we meet with a client, or before we start to serve a client, we actually do a kickoff meeting. And in that kickoff meeting, we kind of go over the contract and things like that. And we actually put in our contract that the client must be responsive. They must answer within a certain amount of time, because we know we are shut down on our side doing any kind of service and work for the client unless they are responsive. So we have to do everything up front before we serve them to make sure we don't get into a situation where they're not responsive, because if they're not responsive, they're probably not going to be responsive. So if you're, and again, we price in such a way that we have to deliver the value we promise the client we're going to deliver. And so we even tell the client, not even you can get in the way of delivering our value. And of course, it's not perfect. Sometimes they do get in the way, and we typically can't end up serving them long term. We try our best because we're in the middle of a contract, and not all client relationships are perfect. But you can't really serve. You especially can't serve at a high level service-based advisory firm level with a client who's not responsive, because advisory happens human to human, right? So if that human is not showing up, you're not providing advisory. They're preventing you from doing what you're supposed to do. So you can require that of your client. We just met with a potential new client today, and we said it's required that you do these things with us. So setting requirements on your clients is a really important way to onboard them so that they know who is caring for them. And requiring that they come to meetings is part of what you should tell them in a client meeting. So really cool question, Michael. Thank you for sending that in. If you're in the middle of that situation now, it's going to be really hard to fix that, I think. So start trying to figure out, get on some kind of same page with that client. I would want to meet with them, though if they don't show up for meetings, of course, maybe you could send them some warning emails to try to get them on the same page. But you really have to get their attention and get them on the same page with you and be really direct with them, I think, to even try to salvage that relationship. So if they've gotten to the point where they're not responsive and they don't really care the things you're saying, they don't count you as valuable, they're not calling you a priority, and if you're okay serving clients like that, you kind of really can't be successful in that. But if you're not okay with that, then you might have to end that relationship, I would say. So I hope that helps. So don't forget, next Monday is a Facebook Live. It's longer, with Karen Rayburn of The Profitable Firm. We're going to be talking about marketing. She's going to come on our Facebook page, our Facebook Live video dealio here. It's going to be awesome. So can't wait to see you guys there. Thanks for joining us for the weekly Ask Jason question series. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week. We'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.